welcome to another, I guess, I don't really have a name for these, another subscriber special. So I just recently hit 200 subscribers last week, I want to say, and I just wanted to do another video, just kind of thank everybody for their support, and I hope to get more subscribers, get more people in the community, and just get, just go forward and just keep going. So with this subscriber special, I'm going to do something a little different. In the past, I've been doing some kind of subscriber spotlights, but this time I wanted to do something different. I wanted to kind of take a look at something new, something that's quickly becoming, the next big thing, we'll say. So what we've got here, as you'll notice, is I have opened the Feed the Beast mod pack, which for all intents and purposes, it's basically a replacement to Tekkit. It comes with, on its release, Wednesday, don't even remember the day. I'm gonna look at the calendar. Not the week of Thanksgiving, but the week before. So the 14th, Wednesday, November 14th. So when it was released, initially had 38 mods total for, the little bit down here, which we'll go over the mods. I have a couple additional mods installed that me and some guys are playing with that are not part of Feed the Beast, and I'll tell you which ones to ignore, basically. So initially there were 38 mods on release. There's now, as on the latest version of the pack, there's now only 37. They removed one that was basically broken. Talking about re-adding it in the future, but we'll get into that. So here we are. This is, Minecraft launcher. Basically, Feed the Beast does have its own launcher, similar to the Technic launcher. It's got multiple mod packs. Right now, the only other mod pack in it is VoxelBox. Excuse me. And ow, that hurt. Take a drink of water. Dang. Okay, let's try that again. So here we are, Minecraft launcher. Currently, it's only on Minecraft 1.4.2. The final released version of the mod pack will be on 1.4.5. This version is basically a test. They call it a test pack, which it pretty much is. I'll admit, it's still very glitchy. A lot of the mods that are in it are still in an alpha or a beta state. They're not even full release mods, so a lot of it's kind of hit or miss. You'll notice I have Optifine installed. Feed the Beast does not come with Optifine, and you install it a little differently than you normally do. Normally you would extract, you get the Optifine zip from Optifine, you would extract the zip and you'd put the class files into your Minecraft.jar. With this, that actually doesn't work. What you do is, in the folder that it creates, the FTB launcher creates a folder called FTB Beta A, and it's all one word. When you go into that folder, you've got a Minecraft folder. I heard a noise there. You've got your Minecraft folder, and then you have an Instamods folder. Now with that Instamods folder, there's like a Minecraft forge.zip. What you'll want to do is you'll want to take the Optifine zip, don't extract it at all like you normally would, and just put that Optifine zip in your Instamods folder, and it will install Optifine for you, and we'll get you Optifine done. I have B5 because I think I grabbed this back when 1.4.2 was still in like a preview state. The latest version that's available for 1.4.2, I want to say, is Ultra A7 and not B5, so there's, don't look for B5 because I'm not sure you can even find it anymore. So let's kind of go down the list of mods. Obviously it comes with, I've got Optifine installed. Obviously it comes with Forge, which includes Minecraft Coder Pack, Forge Mod Loader, Forge itself. I think that's it. Then we've got Code Chicken Core, which is required for not enough items and Ender storage, which we'll get down to. There's Industrial Craft 2. Industrial Craft 2 Advanced Machines add-on, Advanced Solar Panels, which I think is a new thing. Backpack mod I've actually added on my own, so ignore that. We got Buildcraft, Computer Craft. This is actually Buildcraft 3. This is, I want to say it's different from the one that's in Tekkit. On Industrial Craft and Buildcraft, a lot of the additional add-on components are missing. Industrial Craft, for example, I think it's called additional blocks. it's a pack that has the charging benches and a couple other things I want to say. It's missing. Energy converters is also missing. That's what gives you like the energy link, the water strainer, the engine generators. Basically anything that's a cross between Buildcraft and Industrial Craft, that mod is not in. As for Buildcraft, a couple things missing. I know one thing in particular is I think it's called additional pipes, and those pipes being like the teleport pipes, those aren't in. The insertion pipes are not in. The advanced wood transport pipes not in. So there's a couple things to keep in mind. Enchanting Plus is a mod I added myself, so ignore that. That is not in the pack. We've got Ender Storage, Extra Biomes XL, which is actually kind of cool, so I like it. Factorization, not really sure what it's for. We got Forestry, woohoo! Forestry used to be in Tekkit back in Tekkit 2. It was removed in Tekkit 3, but Forestry's back in Feed the Beast. Forge IRC, I guess it's part of Forge. Well, actually, I don't know. It's a separate mod in the folder. Don't really know what that does. Gravitation Suit, an add-on for Industrial Craft 2. Got Nuclear Control, also an add-on for Industrial Craft. Inventory Tweaks, everybody loves. Iron Chest, Tree Feller I added myself. I think Forestry actually has its own version of a Tree Feller, but I don't remember. Modular Force Field. More Furnaces I added myself, so ignore that. Mystacraft, which I have no idea what this does. I've never used Mystacraft. Yeah, no clue. Obsidian Pressure Plates, which is kind of cool. Portal Gun, epic. Railcraft, of course, completely different from the one in Tekkit. Raised Minimap, which, interesting enough, this is a Forge version of Raised Minimap. I was kind of impressed. Usually it's a stick it in the jar kind of thing. Steve's Carts, which Steve's Carts is not in Tekkit. It is in the Technic pack, but it's an older version. Steve's Carts 1 is in the Technic pack. This is Steve's Carts 2, where a lot of things are different. Thermal Expansion. Once again, I'm not really sure what this does. Twilight Forest, which is in the Yogg box in the Technic launcher, but this is cool. I like it. I'm really into the Twilight Forest. Greg Tech is an add-on to Industrial Craft. Basically makes everything and its mom expensive. So, yeah, this is a list of mods. There was, when this was released a week or so ago, there was extra bees, which provided, like, additional bees for the forestry stuff. They took it out in the latest version. Apparently it was broken. When we were playing with it, we really weren't having too many problems with it. I mean, there were some instances of the bees not working, but... So that's different there. And also, now... Here's the big thing about these mods. When I downloaded the pack initially on release day, some of the mods are actually out of date. There's and I'll name them all off. Let's see. Forge was up to date. The current Forge version, the 3.55, it's the latest one for 1.42, so there's nothing more there. Code Chicken Core was out of date. They had version just 0.6.6, and it's actually been updated to 6.6.2, fixed a couple of bugs. Not Enough Items was out of date as well. It was on 1.41. This is 1.42. Let's see. Ender Storage was out of date. In fact, this is a big one. The Ender Storage version that they had was just 1.21. The latest one for 1.42 is 1.2.1.4. 1.2.1 has a major thing, has a problem, has a shift-click crash bug. Basically, when you shift-click in or out of the Ender Storage chests or pouches, it'll crash your client. It also crashes the server in some cases, so you definitely want to get that updated. Let's see. Whoops. Scroll down, please. Iron Chest was out of date as well, although I'm not really sure what the difference was. Portal Gun at the time wasn't out of date, but they've released an update, and they actually included the updated version of Portal Gun in the latest version of the mod pack, but they didn't update anything else. Steve's Carts was also out of date. They were on Alpha 20. Latest version is actually Alpha 23, which is what I have installed, but it shows up as Alpha 21 here in this list, so it's a little odd. Thermal expansion was also out of date. It had version 205, and when you first log in, it gives you this message of, 206 is available. So, so I installed it, and I think everything else was okay at the time. Now, I've been playing for a little bit, and after this video, I've actually got a world tour set up of the server that we've been kind of playing around with. Now, basically, my first impression is, and the way I describe it to people is, Feed the Beast is an updated Tekkit with half the mods missing and the other half glitchy and buggy, plus some new mods. And there's a couple of mods that Feed the Beast was kind of advertised to have, but it doesn't yet because they're not updated. But I mean, we're kind of missing some key players if we're really going with this is a replacement to Tekkit. Tekkit, you basically have what I would call the 5 big mods. You've got Buildcraft, Industrial Craft, Railcraft, Equivalent Exchange, and Red Power. I lost my train of thought there. It was Red Power. When it was Tekkit 2, Forestry, I would say, would probably be the 6th one, would have been the big 6. But Tekkit 3, we're down to the big 5. Buildcraft, Industrial Craft, Red Power, Equivalent Exchange, and Industrial Craft, Buildcraft, Railcraft, Red Power, Equivalent Exchange. Those are the big 5. In Feed the Beast, we've got Industrial Craft with some things missing. We've got Buildcraft with some things missing. We do not have Equivalent Exchange at all, and we don't have Red Power at all. We have Railcraft, which has got a bunch of new stuff, so that's awesome. Equivalent Exchange, when it does come in, it's actually going to be a completely different version. Currently in Tekkit, we've got Equivalent Exchange 2, that we all know and love, but he's completely redoing it with Equivalent Exchange 3, and from what I've read from the, he's got like an alpha well, not pre-release, but it's a pre-release, yeah. He's got kind of a pre-release setup. I was taking a look at it. So far in the current change notes, he's removed Red Power, he's removed collectors, removed energy condensers, removed the transportation tablet, but he says he's replacing it with something a little different. He's removed the catalytic lenses, removed something else, and basically the EMC system has been removed, but it's going to be replaced with something else where EMC is going to be more like an energy, kind of like Industrial Craft, electricity, and stuff like that. It's not going to be so much an item value. And it looks like he's adding some new things in the pre-release I was playing, but that's not in here. Red Power is also not in here. That's going to be interesting. I'm curious to kind of see when Red Power gets in here, because that's a big one. What else? What else was there? Oh, there is talk, from what I've read, of Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft? No. There's talk of Thaumcraft. I know I'm saying it wrong. I've got to be. There's talk of Thaumcraft being put into Feed the Beast when it gets updated. Thaumcraft is currently in the Technic pack, and it's, I call it Equivalent Exchange on even more crack than Equivalent Exchange is already on. It's a lot more mystical, a lot more magey. I really don't know that much about it. I've looked at it, but that'll be cool if that gets in. Now, of course, we've got some big players here in Feed the Beast. We've got Twilight Forest, which is awesome. We've got the Greg Tech add-on for Industrial Craft. Kind of, I don't want to say revolutionizes, but it really changes a lot. It makes recipes different. It kind of gives abilities to do recipes in different ways. I mean, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's definitely changes how you think about Industrial Craft. Let's see. computer craft I don't really know that much about, so I can't really go into it. The extra biomes thing is really cool. I really like that one. And then portal gun, amazing. I mean, I can't even begin to... I mean, it may be a little overpowered, but it's still amazing. So, but yeah, I mean, that's... I guess overall, my impression of Feed the Beast would be... Well, at first I thought this is really buggy, it's rushed. They just wanted to get it out before the holidays because they want people to migrate from Tekkit. They want, basically from what I've read, there's a big kind of hoopla about Tekkit being an illegal mod pack because they don't have permission from the mod owners, and Feed the Beast is a legal one, and they basically want Tekkit to die. My personal opinion is I haven't actually read anything that confirms those claims. But, I mean, I'm not discounting them. I'm not saying that, you know, that may not be true. But, me personally, I'm still going to play Tekkit. I want to finish my Tekkit series. And, because we still got a couple, I say a couple, we've got a lot more things to cover. A lot more things I'd like to cover. A lot more ideas that I'd like to show. But basically, my plan is, I'm not going to be doing a Feed the Beast series right now because I feel that Feed the Beast, the mod pack itself, is not ready. I'm hoping when it gets released on 1.4.5 that a lot of these mods will have their bugs kind of worked out. Right now, I think basically the public is just being used as guinea pigs. You know, all these mod owners are like, hey, all of our mods are in beta because we've had to convert them to multiplayer and all this, you know, jazz. Because Mojang changed a lot in 1.3. Let's put together a mod pack of all these beta mods and we'll just get a massive, you know, ticket thing going. Just pretty much what they've done. And because of that, I feel like it's not ready to really kind of start a serious series on it. So my plan is to continue my Tekkit series until you know, we're at a good stopping point, till we've gone over all the things that I want to go over. Probably not going to go over every little bitty thing, but, you know, I'd like to get a lot of the, you know, big stuff shown. But so I'm going to finish my Tekkit series. Hopefully by then, Feed the Beast will have been updated. Hopefully Red Power will be in, Equivalent Exchange will be in, Thaumcraft will be in, and then I think my idea is to port my Tekkit world in the Feed the Beast and just kind of go from there, because I think that would be interesting to kind of see what all has changed, see how much of our stuff successfully ports over, see what we need to do to get back on our feet. Because I feel like starting Feed the Beast from scratch is just going to be like starting Tekkit from scratch. Because for me, I mean, Industrial Craft is where I start. I'm a big Industrial Craft person. It's probably my favorite mod out of all of them, is Industrial Craft, and a little bit of Build Craft. You know, it's kind of the route I take. You know, start kind of vanilla-ish, go into Industrial Craft, go into Build Craft, go into Equivalent Exchange, a little bit of Red Power kind of doused in there. But, so, I think that's my plan. I'm going to finish my Tekkit series, port the world into Feed the Beast, log in, see what's left, see what we need to do to get on our feet, get stable, and probably a lot of the series is going to be focusing on the Twilight Forest, because that'll be the, you know, next stop, if you will. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it develops. Once again, thank you everybody for your support. Thank you for allowing me to hit 200 subscribers, and I hope to hit, you know, 300 soon. Yo, that'd be amazing. Or 500. You know, just I want to keep going. I want to, you know, I want to get a larger audience, get more people in, you know, get more people discussing things. I think that'd be cool. I'd like to have a fan server that I could open up to everybody. I mean, I can't at the moment. That's why, you know, if you check out the description, I still got the application for MineBlawk. Head on over to Shjire's channel and just check that out. Unfortunately, I haven't actually been on the MineBlawk server since the first night, but I've just been doing so much and working on some other things I haven't had time. But once again, thank you everybody for your support, and you know, I'll see you guys next time. Yeah.